The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too far, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Pulled in at the 24, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. 60 even. 60. Track.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
And that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Hurts. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken around the 12. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What did they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Eagles hit 10-4 on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out. And I think the ball's out. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Warriors 17.
Throwing is Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
19 Tiger.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Buffalo leading. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Go.
Back to throw here. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Here we go.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Cougar 19. Dragon 60.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Panther 11. 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lorenzo Carter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken to the 26. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue, because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
19 right. 19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Harris Campbell on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Okay, right.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. you're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
Here we go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Black Ultra. Check down. Plastic stick.
Back to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Hey, no. Hey, you.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Eagles 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Flushed out right. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
In motion left comes Brown.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll throw now on the final play. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is nearly impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Ready?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
19, pioneer.
Hurts. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 69 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Here we go, here we go. Mustang 19. 19 right. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check mash, check mash. Ready.
On first down, Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
79 Broncos.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Throwing is Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Ready?
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Hurts to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll set up a throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ready? 18, Pioneer. 19.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, 26 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat, but this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half, and now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games, we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now, since they just gave up a score. And as you noted, they need to get that crispness back from the first half. They need a big drive here.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Give him 16 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the set. Sixty average. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Come 19! Come 19! Buffalo 18!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Trap 50! Trap 50!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Falcons 49, Eagles 24. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Now Young Wei Koo for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Falcons 56, Eagles 24. Young Wei Koo to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
He's got a man complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
18 Rattler.
He'll look to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Forced out to his left.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Okay, break. Dragon 60. Panther 11. 18, Pioneer.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Here we go. Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll send Brown in motion right.
Faster, faster. Opposite, 3. Long red. Ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They'll send Brown in motion right.
Red, cycle. Hey, check mega.
They'll look to throw again. He's going deep for Brown.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.